a few more texts have been released just yesterday. I want to read one for you because this is amazing. This is coming not from the 6th. So this is not about January 6th, the insurrection. This is coming on November 4th of 2020. So this is one day after the election. And here is what an anonymous lawmaker was saying to Mark Meadows. So we don't know which lawmaker this was. But they said, here's an aggressive misspelled strategy. Why can't the states of Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and other R-controlled state houses declare this is BS, where conflicts in election not called that night, and just send their own electors to vote and have it go to the SCOTUS? So what that lawmaker is saying to the chief of staff is, no. This isn't like we've waited the couple of days, the vote has finally come in, it's been counted, it looks really bad for us. Okay, we're gonna start to dig in, we're gonna try to come up with some ideas of what we could present as fraud. This is, we don't know who won these states yet. Here's an aggressive strategy. I don't care. We're not going to count the votes. We're not gonna ever know who actually won these states. We control the state legislatures. We're just gonna end it. We're gonna declare that Trump won before the vote is actually finalized in enough states that we just make up our own electors, we send them. We don't just overturn the election. We don't even effectively have the election in enough states that Donald Trump gets to be president. And there are a lot of weird randos who have been involved in this story and have communicated with Mark Meadows. I would argue he's one of them as well. This was an elected lawmaker. And for some reason, this person is staying anonymous. We can find out if these messages are from Don Jr. or from Laura Ingraham or whatever. But an elected, I guess, representative or senator, I don't know, was saying, let's stop having elections. That's aggressive, JR. What do you think?
Our Republicans, House, again, there's all these details that really shows you their thought process. These houses were these states where Republicans control the electors and control the process. Let's get those guys to do this. Why not every state? Why not states that are tight, but then they're controlled by Democrats? Why not that? Why not states where governors or as Democratic governors there, but it's close? Oh, I know why. Because you need to convince people on your side to do things for your side, not for the greater good, not for the election to take place the way you want it to. I mean, which should be legally and fairly. It's so we can manipulate it. That's all there is to it. This is what the party kind of always has been in recent modern history. But now, because of the pressure that's put on them by someone like Trump, they really have to dig in. Because if you don't do everything you can to save this guy's fragile ego, you're gonna become part of the deconstruction process of the party that he's trying to carry out right now. This is what they were afraid of. Like, we gotta do everything we can right now because we know how Donald Trump is. The way everyone knew how Donald Trump is. The people that were called Donald Trump derangement syndrome because we call out the things he did, the people that protect him knew it too. That's why they protect him. So it's the same conclusion, just different reactions to it. Let's protect him because he's crazy. And others said, let's expose him because he's crazy, because he's bad for our country. It's crazy how that works.
Yeah, and it's also crazy the different standards there. And again, I'm gonna waste 30 seconds, Sophie. Don't worry. I'm gonna point out that there's hypocrisy. Does that lawmaker think that Democrats can have an aggressive strategy in the next election? And just stop the count, choose their own electors? Do they think that? Do they think that Vice President Kamala Harris could just not turn over power? I mean, she's vice president. They thought that Pence could do that. Cenk has been saying this for months. Do they think that? Oh, what about the Speaker of the House thing? So you know this plan. They're gonna have Trump be Speaker, and then they found this constitutional way where he just doesn't call the House to get involved with the vote, so he becomes president. Does a single Republican in the entire country think that Nancy Pelosi can do that? Now, I know they don't care, and no Democrat would do any of these things, but it is amazing how it is just about pursuing power, and we have virtually no one standing between these anti-democratic maniacs and the likely overthrow of our democracy.
Yeah, you know what the other side is doing? The other side is not pursuing legal voting, not pursuing laws to protect legal voting. The other side is openly and directly trying to turn it upside down.
Yes, you're 100% right.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.